G'day scrappers! Hey, been a little while since I posted, a couple of weeks I think. So I thought, yeah, I should make myself known and have a little bit of a catch up maybe. I'm just scrapping out some servers that I'm trying to catch up on, and well, at least these have got full-size hard drives. Did I check that one? Yeah. And I've been in the last couple of weeks, I've been selling a lot of my you know, collectibles and stuff like that. So yeah, it's kind of been reasonably busy. 9 full-size hard drives. Well, that's a start. Took a lot of weight off. And yeah, just what have I got rid of? All those military boxes. They all sold really quick. Yeah, amazing. Probably I sold them too cheap at the start, and then I put the prices up, and because someone ordered like 10 of them, they never come pick them up. And then I got a few more that I wasn't intending to sell, but yeah, and almost doubled the price, and they sold again really quickly. So here we just got a very average server board. At least we've got a couple of cards, a couple of CPUs, 8 RAM sticks kind of spread around. Yeah, so I sold all what I had left of my Mac stuff, so that was good. Quite a lot of things. Radio equipment I sold. Oh gosh, can't even remember now really. Still got all my gaming stuff, so that's gonna all come onto the market soon. I'm just going to sell it in according to the brand. So all my Nintendo stuff goes in one batch, and Xbox in the other, PlayStation in the other, and then vintage kind of stuff, just to get rid of it all. And yeah, it should be good. So I have been scrapping a lot of things, but it's mostly been PCs, all the same kind of PCs. So just, you know, Core 2 Duo stuff. So it's been pretty boring just going through them. I've been doing scrapyard runs with cable and scrap metal, quite a lot of steel. Yeah. Yeah, it's been okay. Like I said, yeah, no, I'm keeping busy. Just that I haven't had much in the way of anything really interesting to scrap. So even this, you know, servers, I've done hundreds of servers probably on video, so it's nothing spectacular. But it's more about just saying hello, bit of a catch up, and yeah, clean all that up. All right, a reasonably straightforward server. This is a super micro, so it's pretty much a nothing thing. Oh well, we've got one card. Yeah, just one. Yeah, so I'm doing a pickup tomorrow, hospital job, so but yeah, not doing a great deal of pickups because, as you know, I've mentioned before, I stopped a lot of my advertising, and so with no advertising, you're not going to get many calls. And but that's the idea. I'm just sort of like just doing my, you know, old regular clients, and even already a couple of them, you know, I've kind of told them, you know, I'm moving on, getting into you know, different things, and I'm, you know, retiring from the eWaste game. And so yeah, so the ones that are not very convenient for me to do pickups, or they're not really that great anyway, yeah, pass them on to other recyclers. Although these days there's not many recyclers that will pick up reasonably small amounts for free. So you know, the last one I recently let go of was a college. It was just a specialized an electrical college, and I didn't get much e-waste from them, apart from I had a bin there, and they would fill it up with electrical cable, just little clippings of household cable and stuff like that that the students would be learning on. So it was, you know, always a good heavy full bin. Still got value there, but they were it was like an hour away, and yeah, rarely got PCs, you know, like might get 3 or 4 PCs. So yeah, but they're gonna find it hard to get someone to come and collect for free, like a bin worth of cable. You know, even though, you know, a bin worth of cable is still worth a good $300 or so. Yeah, they're going to find it hard. All right, well, that's just a basic, very basic server motherboard. It's just like a PC motherboard, except it does have twin sockets. So yeah, and it does have weight, so that's what it's all about, you know. And what to say, 9 hard drives, 8 RAMs, a couple of CPUs, and I'm not going to bother trying to get the backplane board out. And so we're done. So all I've got to do now is just clean up these hard drives, take out these brackets and put the brackets back in, and that way I don't have excess rubbish. And yeah, chuck a bit of scrap metal in there and close her up. All right, well, that's done, and see what else I've got, and we'll continue our chat. Right, so I've got a mountain of these blades that came out of some big servers, little hard drives, but there's no hard drives in them, which is, you know, always the case. Well, not always, but quite regularly, because obviously clients want to protect their data. And yeah, well, so it's basically just a server motherboard. I have scrapped some of these, like this one doesn't have any RAMs, unfortunately, but some do, so oh well. You get what you get, and these are okay. Are they? sometimes it's hard to tell whether they're just aluminium or copper inside. Yeah, it looks like just aluminium, so that's all right. Oh, this one doesn't even have CPUs in it, so they've really skimped on this one. How's that, hey? Oh well, beggars can't be choosers. You just get what they give you, and at least we still get a motherboard out of it and some cable. But yeah, would have been nice if we had a bit of bling. Especially the RAM, you know, since RAM is, you know, very valuable these days with the price of gold, you know, and silver has been unbelievable. So I hope a lot of you guys stocked up on silver back in the day when you could get it for you know, 20 bucks. Get a mid-grade board, some cable. All right. So yeah, I might even continue this video tomorrow when I go and do a pickup, and yeah, and when I'm doing a pickup, I mean, it's one of 3 research centers that I do at a very large hospital. And yeah, so I don't want to get rid of them yet. They'll be one of the, you know, the last clients I get rid of, just because they've been really good to me. I've gotten a lot of stuff from them, and you know, not just stuff to scrap, but you know, sellable items. So I kind of want to hold on to them, look after them, still offer them a free pickup, you know, being a research center, a hospital, part of a hospital. Obviously they do get donations and government money, I suppose. I'm not sure how it works, but you know, save them from at least having to pay for e-waste recycling for a while. And yeah, like I said, they give me good stuff, so usually, unless it's a UPS clear out, then it's like a half a ton of UPSs. It's, you know, it's still got scrap value, but it's heavy work. So there we go. Yeah, just you know, it is a server motherboard, again, dual socket, just like the last one, large socket. But yeah, oh well, like I said, I've got so many of them. I've got to start getting down on them, and I won't even bother with the back plane. There's nothing to it. All right, well, that's that. I've got other servers, you know, still got a lot of switches, stuff, but what else will I do? Yeah, I might just wait till tomorrow, and whether I continue the video doing the pickup tomorrow, or maybe when I get back, I might scrap some stuff that I pick up. We'll just see what happens. So we'll leave this for now. A couple of servers done, and yeah, I'm just going to, for the rest of the day, I'm just going to continue scrapping these out and getting them all done if I can. Busy, busy, busy. All right. Okay, well, I've just come back from the pickup, Had to do this instead of scrapping stuff, obviously. And yeah, I didn't take video during the pickup for the client's privacy, because it's a hospital research center. So yeah, I didn't bring the camera along this time. But anyway, so at the back I just got a bit of junk and stuff, a few monitors and so on. So, but all the good stuff's at the front. So yeah, might as well have a look at what I picked up. There's a few servers, quite a few switches, and then a lot of little PCs, out-of-date PCs. And so yeah, so all I'm going to do for now is empty this back, get these monitors out, cut the cable off, even try and take the stands off so I can stack the monitors, and they'll be sent to eWaste recycling, sold as eWaste, as opposed to scrapping anything out. Certainly don't bother scrapping out monitors. And yeah, even though you know, I used to pass off the monitors for free, so at least we're getting paid a little bit. Although from the first time I sent eWaste to the scrapyard, they've added a rubbish tax now. So I mean, it was only 20 cents a kilo, and then, you know, there's a 12% or so, probably even more, rubbish tax. So, you know, only getting like, I think it's only like 14 cents a kilo after the rubbish tax. I think the reason why they did that is because people are bringing in e-waste, and then things are breaking up, smashing up, and glass from monitors and stuff. So they realise they're getting a lot of rubbish from that, and because they have to dispose of the rubbish, they, you know, it costs them money. So, or they got to pay a tax or something. So anyway, all right. So I'm just going to unload. Got a really big box of cable, another box of keyboards. So once I get a bundle of cable under the monitors at the front there, and then yeah, just want to see what I got from this pickup. I got a pretty big Cisco server, but I don't know if it's got anything in it. If there's something in it, I might scrap it out at the end of the video. Okay, well, now that I've emptied all the junky bits, all the monitors, cable, keyboards, and stuff, this is what I'm left with, the good stuff. So we've got quite a few PCs down there, and quite a few laptops actually, switches and servers, as well as this big Cisco one, Catalyst 4500. Might even scrap that out, but some good laptops too. So obviously not for, they're not for scrapping, you know. So that's a Core 5, looks like a Gen 10 or 9 black sticker. Yeah, it's not a 10, it's about a 9th gen, I'm pretty sure. What do we got? i5, yeah, 9th gen. You know, so some pretty good laptops, and yeah, just a whole bunch of these little well, this is an oddball PC. Looks more like a, oh yeah, one of these Veno Alienware. It's an i7, but an early one, looks like 4th gen, maybe 5th. Yeah, kind of like a bit of a gamer. So that's cool. All right, well, I'm going to empty this, and yeah, see how many laptops I've got out of this. Hopefully it's a decent amount. See what we get, and then I might even scrap out this Catalyst 4500. Have a little look and finish off the vid. Okay, well, ended up getting 25 laptops. 16 of them are not sellable. They're just scrappable, unfortunately, and 9 of them are actually sellable, like higher, you know, Gen 8, Gen 9, i5s or i7s. So that's good. got that big Cisco server, which I'm going to scrap out right now. Got 22 PCs, which is good, including one of the Alienware. It's a i7, but it's about Gen 5, maybe Gen 6. So getting a bit old, you know, but yeah, just wish I knew someone that likes little gaming things, because someone would still have fun with that one. So yeah, 22 PCs, 20 odd laptops. I got another 3 servers, just your regular Blade servers, and what do I got? 2, 4, 6, 7 switches as well. So that's pretty good. Okay, you know, for you guys that are actually recycling, and especially if you are not charging to pick up, you're doing a free pickup. This is about the minimum you're going to want, even if you're doing it for free. Well, especially if you're doing it for free. If you're charging to collect e-waste, then it doesn't matter what you pick up, because you're already making your money. You know, or at least you're covering your costs by, you know, charging them. But yeah, if you're doing a free pickup, you know, these laptops here, they're scrap laptops. So, you know, they're not worth that much. You know, this basically would barely cover my fuel. You know, some of these that are sellable, that might be where the money is. Into sellable, you know, not that I get much for even good sellable laptops. I might have to work out a different thing for my whole batch of good sellable laptops that I've got, because it'll probably be my last big batch that I'll ever sell. Regular PCs like this, these are what, i3 and i5. They look about Gen 5. I think they're about, yeah, Gen 5. So they're not sellable here. Maybe in America they still are, but they're not here. Yeah, they want Gen 8, Gen 9. That's about it. So yeah, someone was mentioning, especially about the software updates these days, the Windows and all that, you kind of really need a Gen 8 or a Gen 9 to run the things. So yeah, well, there you go. All right, well, that's that. I'm gonna scrap this out and yeah, check out what's inside. But it's not as fully loaded as one could normally be, but it is what it is, guys. And also, obviously, you know, I got a whole bunch of monitors, probably a dozen monitors, and I did get a lot of cable. So, you know, there's probably, who knows, you know, 120 bucks worth of cable as well once I process it. So, you know, it all adds up. It wasn't bad. Okay, let's have a look at this Cisco Catalyst 4506. Big power supplies as usual. I'll get them out and I'll take the boards out of there. Get good value for the boards. That's a lot of the weight out of it anyway. All right, now, well, that's half scrapped already. Yeah, and like I said, there's 3 panels here that are missing stuff, so it could have been a lot better, but hey, you know, what do you do? It's not from a full-on data center. This is from a hospital research. So, all right, so there we go. So we've got an okay board. Got a little RAM stick on it, a few gold band crystals, but not a great deal. So obviously you just got to take it off the steel plate, put the steel plates back in. Yeah, you know, I wasn't expecting a great deal anyway. Just wanted to just check it out. This one is unbelievable. It's got so many of these, you know, the Ethernet connectors or whatever they are. Can't remember what they're called. So yeah, not much of a board. No, it's still pretty okay. It's just a whole lot of these, and to get the board off the steel plate, you've got to actually take out every one of these. This is probably the most I've ever had on a board, and these are really pretty. And so what I do is I take them all out, get the board off the plate, and then put all these back in. That way we get good weight for the board, but that's not bad. Well, heavy. And this last one, yeah, nothing spectacular here. It's just going to go as a mid-grade peripheral board. It does have Cisco flat packs along the top, but copper, aluminium stuff. Yeah, so it's not going to qualify as a high grade, but hey. And there's a backplane board that's virtually half empty, and yeah, I'm not going to bother with the backplane board. Too many screws to undo, just to get very little value. So all right, well, that's that. Can't complain. And we got a whole chunk of scrap metal. So I just had someone come and pick up some vintage stuff that I had for sale again. This was the Olivetti stuff, so they got a pretty good score, and but I'm glad I just got rid of it. So the next thing I'm going to be sorting out and putting out on the table, and trying to get an idea of what I've actually got as far as Commodore Amiga stuff. I mean, I've got a bit. I don't have heaps and heaps, but there's still enough there that's going to be quite a big collection for me, or for anyone to buy it as one complete lot. So yeah, I might just spread it out and see what I got there, and maybe get some advice on what people think, you know, I've really got, whether it's going to be good or not, or whatever. So anyway, I'm just going to finish off cleaning up these boards, put it all back in, and get rid of this to scrap metal. And well, there you go. So a little bit of a scrap. Yeah, I didn't do the pickup video because yeah, I just didn't want to. There's too many people around anyway. So but you know, you got an idea of what I picked up anyway. It was pretty good pickup. So yeah, pretty decent. I mean, that's my minimum. So yeah, all good. Anyway, keep scrapping, have fun. And next up is going to be, yeah, probably the Commodore Amiga stuff, and hopefully someone can give me a bit of advice. Catch you next time.